Financial advice can sometimes get a bad name, but what if I told you a real story where good advice turned 87,000 into nearly 145,000 over 5 years? Hi, I'm Lee Gardner. I'm a UK financial planner and I help real people make better money decisions so they feel confident and in control of their future. So this is Real Client Stories, a series where I share true examples from my work with my clients. We've changed the names, but the results, they're all completely real. So there's a lot of negativity sometimes around financial advice, but when it's done properly, it can be life-changing. And we're kicking things off with a story about a client I met this week for his annual review. So Andrew came to me in March 2020, and like a lot of clients, he had a handful of pensions worth just over £87,000. And like so many people, he just didn't know where they were invested, what they were costing him, or whether they were actually helping him achieve his retirement goals. So we reviewed everything, and we decided to consolidate the pensions into one well-diversified growth fund with roughly 70% in equity and the rest in fixed income. So we were taking a long-term view and there was a clear strategy. And more importantly, there were lower costs. Now here's the part I love. 5 years later, that same pension pot with no extra contributions is now worth just over 144,000. That's a real return of over 10% a year, despite all of the market volatility, inflation and the global uncertainty. But here's the thing, it's not just about the numbers. Andrew now has clarity. He knows exactly what he's invested in. He understands where he's heading, and for the first time, he genuinely feels excited about his retirement. He's not just hoping for the best anymore, he's planning for it. This is exactly why financial advice matters. Not because we can promise high returns, we can't, but because we build plans that work, we give people confidence and we help them take control of their future. Over the last 35 years, I've helped hundreds of people just like Andrew, and I'll be sharing many more of these stories in this series. So if you've got old pensions or investments that you don't fully understand, let's have a chat. No pressure, no jargon, just honest advice that could make a real difference. So as always, look after yourself, look after your money, and I'll speak to you very soon in my Real Client Stories series.